Welcome, David here. This video is going to give you an overview of the setup steps you need to take the first time you install the Kaizen Coach Dashboard. Please do check out the other videos in the series giving you an overview and a few more details about different aspects of the dashboard. All right, so when you first run the dashboard, you should get a series of startup screens that you can go through, and when you've checked them out, you get to the sign up screen. You do need to sign up with a Google account, and so you'll do that by clicking here. Note that clients don't have to sign in with a Google account, although there are advantages if they do that. So I will sign in as a fictitious coach, Jane Brown. Going to be asked about some permissions that need access to my Google Drive, Jane Brown's Google Drive account in this case. And here we are with the Coach Dashboard view. Now it's detected that I haven't actually set anything up, that this is the first time that I've run the app. And so I get this dialog, which is indicating that some initial tasks are required. And it's directing me to this button up here, this info button that is highlighted in yellow. And so if you click on that button, it will show you the steps that need to be performed. So step 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to walk through each of those 4 steps. The first step then is to set the app code. So I click on Set App Code, and what's going to happen is a few steps that need to happen the first time you run it occur, and then a dialog comes up saying specify your custom app code. So the app code is the code that you're going to give your clients in order to access the coaching app. And so choose it well. It's something that isn't easily changed. If you do change it, it affects existing customers. So I am going to have as mine, be happy. Okay, step 2 is publish surveys. If I click on publish surveys, you can see I'm brought over to this published tab, and a little pop-up info dialog comes up. I'm just going to dismiss that for now. And you can see it says no surveys are published for client use. So if I go to the surveys tab, this gives me all of the surveys currently available to myself as the coach or mentor. Only surveys that are published can potentially be used by a client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little cloud icon in the top right of the publish tab, click publish survey, and I'm going to choose one of these existing surveys to publish. I'll choose this coaching feedback one, need to give it a title. You could give it the same title or a different title. Choose next. In this dialog, you can give the option for the client to share results back with you. And you will also need to specify a published category. There is no existing categories because nothing's been published yet. So I'm going to call this category Startup. And we won't go into advanced options at this point, and I'll just simply go create. And if all went well, you should get this survey published successfully dialog. All right, so the third step is set up defaults for new users. And if I click on that, it brings me to this first tab, Clients tab, and a little info dialog, which I'm going to dismiss. On this tab, you should see a list of all of your current clients. And since we have never used this, just setting this up now, all there is the icon for new users. So any new user is going to get the information set up for new users. So I click on new users, and I'm brought to this new screen, which shows me surveys. So these are the surveys that new users are going to see, and messages. Okay, so let's first look at the surveys. You can see it says no published surveys have been associated for new users. So that's what's being asked that you do now. So if I click on the plus on the top right here, it gives me all of the possible survey categories. In this case, there's only one. It's called the startup, and there's only one survey in it, feedback. And so I'm going to choose that. And now you can see new users will have the feedback survey. I can go to the messages and I can type in a default message to new users. Welcome to my coaching app. All right. And I'll just stick with that for now. I clicked plus to add that. This dialog, actually, I could add links to images, to YouTube videos. But for now, here I just click on the eye. That gives me a quick preview. It's just a very simple text message. All right, so now if I go back home, you have finished setting up the default surveys and messages for new users. Okay, so we are ready now for the final step. That is to publish the app. So if I click on Publish App, you can see it's highlighting for me this icon here, which it looks like a mobile device. And that icon is available in the top right of the Clients tab. So if I click on there, I am brought to the this screen, which gives me the option of editing and publishing the app. So I'm going to click on that. It gives me a new view with two tabs, the App Home tab and the App Contact tab. And these tabs are two of the tabs that appear on the Client Coach app. And in here, there is the option of putting in some information in the top of the Home tab, and then also a series of links. And the same with the Contact tab. Some message and a series of links. For right now, I'm not going to go into how you make changes here. It's very simple. So for this top message, I'm going to click this eye just to see. You can see it's just a simple text, sample top home text. Not a very nice text. So I'm just going to go and publish right now these defaults. So I will click on Publish. And app has been published successfully, and now you are finished. So if we click on this info, you can see all of the setup steps are complete. So now your app is available for testing.